definitely.
We didn't talk about the music.
Oh,
Oh, the music, the score, the music score of each boss fight is quite interesting. Like Margit was pretty awesome, but coming from Bloodborne or these Dark Souls, I'm pretty sure you guys were, that's expected, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Soundtrack is
Mari, I don't know if you would agree, but like in my opinion, I feel like the music for Elden Ring might be the weakest amongst all of them. Like
mm,
in my opinion, I still think Bloodborne has the absolutely fucking best soundtrack. Like it's so it's so orchestrated, it's operatic. The vibe, like without the music, like Bloodborne wouldn't be as scary, or as ominous as it's presented to be. Whereas in Elden Ring, I don't know. I feel like standout tracks would be like the intro theme. Um, I can't even recall like which tracks in Elden Ring really stood out to me the most.
yeah, no, I
Um,
yeah, I agree with you, Elaine. Like, I think it's partly too because like when you go into like Dark Souls and Bloodborne, like
yeah.
especially the boss orchestra, the boss music is just very over the top, in my
mhm.
opinion.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah,
just blaring like choir like
yeah,
style,
dude, it's
like
so epic. Yeah.
it does have the epicness, and then like so when you're fighting, you really do feel it. Whereas like I feel like Elden Ring,
It's more subdued.
yeah, more subdued. It kind of reminds me almost like not exactly the same, but Breath of the Wild had like a very
Mm,
similar like um
Mm,
I agree.
kind
I
of
agree.
sound design like choice where they're kind of like I don't really want to like have these atmospheric music. I kind of want the environment to tell the music through
sure,
like your
sure.
experience, and
I
that's
get
kind
it.
of like what you
Yeah.
have to go through with Elden Ring anyway. You're exploring,
Mhm.
Yeah,
you set the mood based on the way that you're exploring, what I'm saying?
yeah.
Only a few like moments in the game like I remember from for the music. Like of course when you first meet the Tree Sentinel, the Tree Sentinel boss music, I always remember that music. Like becomes
Mm,
like like okay, I'm gonna fight
yeah,
this
yeah.
guy. That first part of the game, the music there was really memorable for me. Whenever you hear the dragons, I think the music also is kind of memorable there.
Oh,
The dragons
yeah.
always had this like intense music. So, but I agree with both of you. But it's like it's not as memorable as other games' music. I mean, like of course the sound design is very good. It's just that I think it's not exactly its best
Yeah,
feature of the
yeah.
game. Mhm.
I would say so as well. Like,
Mm.
Miggy, you're familiar with like Distant Worlds, right? Where it's like Final Fantasy games orchestrated. Um,
Mhm.
like people watch that. Like there was like there's a YouTube video of like I think somewhere in Sweden or something where they did it for
Bloodborne, I
Bloodborne.
think had.
Dude,
Yeah,
it was
Bloodborne. Yeah, I've seen that.
so hype, man. Dude, like with the opera singers and everything and the
Mhm.
orchestra is so epic. It's so epic.
Considering Bloodborne's a Sony exclusive, it is, right? It's pretty
It
much
is, yeah,
Sony. I mean,
yeah.
PlayStation. I think the budget when it comes to being a Sony game
Yeah,
is high. When it comes
could
to,
be.
so with
Yeah,
that
you're
budget
probably
being
right.
high, they
Mhm.
put it more on music.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Cause like
if
You're
you
probably right.
notice all the PS exclusives, music
mhm.
and sound design is really good.
Ghost of Tsushima has really excellent music. I think Ghost of Tsushima,
Yeah.
God of War has really great music. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt has lots of great music when you
Oh
play the
man,
game.
yeah.
Really
Oh,
good music.
so good.
Um, Excellent. So,
They really want to push 3D audio.
yeah, especially the
Oh,
audio.
the experience.
Um, yeah, well, maybe like other games too. But yeah, maybe if you compare like to Cyberpunk, I guess. Oh,
Mhm.
music is okay, but depends. But in
Cyberpunk.
general, Elden Ring was yeah, music was okay, pretty.
But yeah, I
Nothing.
love how
And I
we
like
can
the
all
open
agree that
world. It is very calming. Yeah.
Very comic moments
yeah,
actually. Like we're in
Yeah.
Limgrave, like hear this music and like okay, it's easy here, it's
Actually,
chill.
when you hear just the music, like let's say you YouTube it and just hear the Limgrave music, it brings you back. You're like, shit. You kind of go back a bit and like, oh no, I'm playing the game again. Like, you were kind of like stuck in a world for like a few months or a few weeks,
Hmm.
depending how long you played. But it really like it feels like you live there for quite a bit.
Hmm.
The immersion was real.
Yeah, I think that's what this game did really well. Is it made like, and that's kind of what I like about RPGs and open world RPGs for that matter. Is like you almost like whereas when you play Dark Souls or Bloodborne, that they tell you the story, whereas open world games, at least for Elden Ring, I told the story of what was going on in the game. Like as an example to that, like fighting the tree sentinel was very memorable to me because I remember I dodged him because I was like, this is definitely the tutorial boss. I just kind of moved
Yeah.
away, but I
Yeah.
remember trying to fight him again, and then dying, and then finally getting the bell, and then getting the three wolves, and
No.
then I was like, all right, me and my buddies, we're gonna let's go, and then beating him after that. That was like a memorable story for me, um, in the game, and I was like, or even like something as little as going through Limgrave and then entering that whole storm area where you have these giant like those giant
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
what do you call
Mm.
it?
yeah,
Yeah, that was
yeah.
memorable to me because I was like, you know, like when I go into games like Elden Ring, I literally don't go in blind. Like I don't look at anything, and
That's good, man.
and that's kind of like like your imagination almost kind of goes wild about like what's happening in that moment. Not really
Yeah.
sure how to explain it, but yeah, I thought Elden Ring did that really well.
Nice. Yeah,
It's a fantasy.
completely agree,
Mhm.
man.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. You can follow us on all sorts of social media from Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. Just search Premier Avenue. And on Instagram, search at Premier Avenue underscore PH. You may watch these suggested videos on top, and I'll catch you on the next stream.